like find the perfect way to put all of their or make all their skills work together in the best way that it could. And most of the time, like even though they're able to scout the members of SRG, the sheer damage, the sheer aggression, it was just so difficult to stop if you were in KBG's position early.
If I can take your attention, it makes sense. Makes sense that they have that much damage taken, but look at how little damage Innocent took. Look at how little damage Stormy took. This just shows that KBG, Saksa couldn't go to the backline.
Ban a hero. Your team is banning. The enemy is picking.
When the bell jingles, the party starts.
Please pick a hero.
Ready, go!
And hope are the two
The enemy
greatest
is picking.
inventions.
Sand rises when I give the word.
Payback
Your
time.
team is picking.
Demons shall bathe in their blood. The light belongs to the righteous.
It's time to go to the R&D show.
The enemy
for
is
some
picking.
fun.
I love the smell of gunpowder in the morning.
Your team is picking.
Onimusha has no equal!
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
My gun only aims at the bad guys. That once the
First blood!
Lord Father. Come back home. The gun represents justice when pointing at the bad guys. Ever thought about getting some training at Eruditio? Unstable launch attack! Let the shining stars show you the way.
An enemy has been slain!
Bullseye! Ja!
Ally has been slain!
The gun represents justice when pointing at the bad guys.
Initiate retreat! An enemy has been slain!
You can always find your own path to becoming a hero.
Request backup! Request
Mom
backup!
sacrificed her life for this city. I won't let anything happen to it.
Initiate retreat! Ally has been slain.
I would never back down. Bullseye!
Enemy double kill! You have been slain. Good game!
More firepower this time!
The enemy has slain the turtle.
That once little girl was gonna save someone this time. We can do it!
Initiate retreat! Request backup! Enemy unstoppable! Launch attack!
Keep it up until you're as brittle.
Initiate retreat!
Made in Eruditio? That was a spur of the moment decision. Now I know better. Initiate
Puta ng ulti na naman.
Ally has been slain.
Gusto mo ng cooldown nito?
Our turret has been destroyed.
more firepower this time.
Upstep yun, ah.
An ally has been slain. Initiate retreat! Our turret is under attack! Enemy unstoppable! Enemy killing!
Father, come
been destroyed. Initiate retreat. Our turret is under attack.
Bullseye! Open fire!
Shut down. Enemy dominated. Our turret has been destroyed. Our turret is under attack.
More firepower this time! Bullseye! Keep it up, until you're as brilliant as me.
Enemy dominated. Enemy double kill. Enemy triple kill.
Firepower enhanced!
Harus yan eh.
Bullseye!
The enemy has slain the turtle. Our turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed. Our turret is under attack.
Time
Our
to
turret
shine!
has been destroyed. Legendary! Enemy initiate retreat.
That once little girl is gonna save
Our
someone.
turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed.
The gun represents justice. When pointing at the bad guys.
Ano yung yan?
You have slain an enemy. Legendary enemy. Godlike. Ally has been slain. Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
Grabe, bilis ng cooldown nito.
Come back home.
Our inhibitor turret is under attack. Has been destroyed. Our base is under attack. Our inhibitor turret is under attack. An enemy has been slain.
That once little girl is gonna save someone this time.
Initiate retreat.
Ah!
Legendary.
Tuwing parasya na to. Sakit. Bilis ng cooldown na ng parasya.
The enemy has slain Lord.
More
Initiate
firepower
retreat.
this time! The gun represents justice. When pointing at the bad guys.
Initiate retreat.
Open fire!
Your team destroyed the turret.
I'll bring you to justice!
Our inhibitor turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed. An ally has been initiate retreat. Our base is under attack. Enemy double kill.
Defeat.
Please ban a hero. Your team is banning. The enemy is picking.
I'm bound by nothing,
Your
be
team
it
is
family
picking.
or destiny.
Everything engulfed in flames.
For honor!
The enemy is picking.
Experience the
Let's
youth
play
of
together.
suffering.
Please pick a hero.
Popple and Koopa are the best partners in the world!
It's my way or the highway.
The enemy is picking.
So, who's next?
I, Minotaur,
Your
will
team
finish
is
off
picking.
what was left undone.
Time and tide wait for no man, nor girl.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
This
This town ain't big enough for 2 crews.
Initiate retreat. Okay.
Mayhem is a great source of inspiration. I'm coming for ya. First blood. Let's get back in the saddle. The more they look down on me, the more motivated I get. Don't worry, this ain't my first rodeo. I don't play by the rules.
Ally has been slain.
Let's show 'em we mean business.
The enemy has slain the turtle.
This is a stick-up. Take a dirt nap. It feels good to be bad. Even the smallest speck of sand can become a sandstorm.
Uy, tumira ka!
Coming for ya.
You have been slain. You have slain an enemy.
Isn't starting over part of the fun? Just stand back and watch me work. The name's Ixie.
Request backup.
Remember it.
Launch attack. Initiate retreat. Request backup.
Even the brightest minds buried this year have to recognize my ingenuity.
You have been
Ow.
slain. Request backup.
Sakat.
Ally has been slain. Our turret has been
Get back in
destroyed.
the saddle.
An ally has been slain. The enemy has slain the turtle. Our turret is under attack. Request backup.
Be yourself and blaze your own trail.
Putang ina.
to be bad.
Your team destroyed a turret. Our turret has been destroyed. Initiate retreat.
Take a dirt nap.
Our turret has been destroyed. Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
One eye opener.
Our turret is under attack. Initiate retreat. An ally has slain the turtle. Our turret is under attack.
Starting over part of the fun. The name's Ixia. Remember it. Does this come with instructions?
Push!
Push first. Our turret is under attack. Request backup.
This is a stick-up! Let's show 'em we mean business!
You have been slain. Request backup. Ally has been slain. Launch attack. Destroyed a turret. Request initiate retreat.
Let's get back in the saddle.
An enemy has been slain. Our turret is under
Blaze
attack.
your own trail.
Gather up the Lord. Understood.
I don't play by the rules.
Launch attack.
Understood.
Nothing like a good
Killing
spree.
spree.
My latest invention. Just stand back and watch me work.
Ally has slain Orb.
Not so tough now.
Initiate retreat. An enemy has been slain. Our turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed. Enemy double kill.
They got me.
Initiate retreat. Launch attack.
Okay. Back.
Shut down. Launch attack.
Isn't starting over part of the fun? Don't worry. This ain't my first rodeo.
Request backup.
Understood.
Right, burahin natin.
Launch attack. Our turret is under attack. An enemy has been slain.
Back.
You have
Initiate retreat.
Nothing like a good battle.
Initiate
My
retreat.
greatest invention.
Okay. Sorry.
Mayhem
Don't
is a
give
great
up.
source of
Let's try
inspiration.
again. Initiate retreat.
I'm coming for you.
Initiate retreat. Initiate retreat. Slain an enemy.
Good guys never win.
Gather up the Lord.
Be yourself and blaze
Attack.
away.
Your turret under attack.
Let's show 'em we mean business. A new gadget to tinker
Okay.
with.
The enemy has slain Lord. Initiate retreat.
Don't worry, this ain't my first
Our
rodeo.
turret is under attack. Initiate retreat.
Red.
Initiate retreat. Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Our turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed. Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
Yung gago na yun.
Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
Stand back and watch me work.
Spree. Our turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed. Enemy killing spree.
Here comes the fireworks. The more they look down on me, the more motivated I get.
Natin zero na yung standing mo. Before.
An enemy has
All
been slain.
patched up. This is a stick-up!
Request backup.
Ito tank.
Unstable network. Request backup.
Understood.
Tignan natin kung saan.
Launch attack.
Unaw agad eh.
Even the brightest minds of Erudicio have to recognize my ingenuity. Even the smallest speck of sand can become a sandstorm.
Lumapit.
Comes instructions.
Shut down. Initiate retreat.
Ted. Lumapit ang gago. Ay, isa. Lord! Lord!
Gather at the Lord. Launch attack. Gather at the Lord. Launch attack. An ally has slain Lord. Initiate retreat.
Retreat na, retreat.
Initiate retreat. Launch attack.
Ah!
Let's get back in the
Initiate
fight.
retreat. An enemy has been slain. Launch attack.
spree!
Ally has been slain. Your team destroyed a turret. Initiate retreat. Your team destroyed a turret. Initiate retreat. Launch attack. Your team destroyed a turret.
It feels good to be bad.
Shut down.
Take a dirt nap! Even the smallest speck of sand can become a sandstorm.
Launch attack.
One eye opener.
Lumapit!
Slain an enemy. Ally has been slain. Initiate retreat.
Be yourself and blaze your own trail. Just stand back and watch me work. Mayhem is a great source of
Initiate
inspiration.
retreat. Clear up lanes. Okay.
The name's Ixia. Remember it. The more they look down on me, the more motivated I get.
Initiate retreat. Our inhibitor turret.
Oh, I'm bad.
Shut down. Double kill. Killing spree.
Stay down. Back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board. Even the brightest minds of Erudicio have to
Launch
recognize
attack.
my ingenuity.
Eh, pala mag-isa yan? Sana pala yan?
BHS, my latest invention.
Launch attack.
It feels good to be bad.
Ally has been slain. You destroyed a turret. Initiate retreat. Our inhibitor turret. Initiate retreat. An enemy has been slain. Killing spree. Initiate retreat. Our base is under attack. An ally has been slain. Launch attack.
Tap. Yan.
An enemy
Nice, nice, nice.
Starting over part part of the fun.
Mega kill! Launch attack! Okay, okay.
This
Launch
is
attack!
Dalawa.
Let's show them we mean business.
Launch attack!
Even the brightest minds of Erudicio have to recognize my ingenuity. Victory!
Team is banning. Please ban a hero. Your team is picking.
Love and hope are the two
enemy
greatest
is picking.
inventions.
Feed, destroy, and conquer.
I am vengeance
Your team is
incarnate.
picking.
Wala dyan? Ano bilhin mo?
Test. Alpha is online.
Let's play together.
The enemy is picking.
Sir, what's your command?
am more than
Please
a
pick
weapon.
a hero.
It's my way or the highway.
Saber, you're all
The enemy is
unforgivable.
I will protect you.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed!
This town ain't big enough for 2 crews. Mayhem is a great source of inspiration. The name's Ixia. Remember,
Initiate retreat!
be
Okay.
yourself and blaze your own trail. Don't worry,
Initiate
this
retreat!
ain't my first rodeo.
Initiate retreat!
Understood.
The more they look down on me, the more motivated I get.
Initiate retreat! Launch attack! Initiate retreat! First blood!
Tuloy, boy. Dalawa mo. Ay mo.
Back to the drawing board.
Launch attack! Okay!
Even the smallest speck of sand can become a sandstorm.
Request backup! Attack the turtle! Okay! Request backup!
Nothing like a good battle to field test my latest invention.
An enemy has been slain! An ally has slain the turtle! Initiate retreat! Okay! Ally has been slain!
Let's show 'em we mean business.
Initiate retreat!
Take a dirt nap.
Initiate retreat! You have slain an enemy! Request backup! An enemy has been
A
slain!
new gadget to tinker with.
Request backup!
It feels good.
Request backup! Killing spree!
is not ready.
I'm coming for ya.
Ult is not ready.
Mega opener. Request backup.
This is
Request backup. Ally has been slain. Unstoppable. Initiate retreat.
Take a dirt nap.
Attack the turtle. Okay. Request backup. Initiate retreat.
Let's show 'em we mean
Initiate
business.
retreat. The enemy has slain the turtle. Attack
Understood.
the turtle. Initiate retreat.
Thank you. Ult is not ready.
Okay. Push first. Our turret has been destroyed.
Not ready.
I don't play by the rules. Initiate retreat.
Ult is not ready.
I'm coming for ya. Does this come with instructions? Just stand back and watch me work.
Initiate retreat.
Understood.
Attack the turtle. Request backup.
I don't play by the rules.
Initiate retreat. Slain.
They got me.
Initiate retreat. Request backup.
Understood.
Our turret is under attack. An enemy has launch attack. An enemy has
Let's
been
get
slain.
back in the saddle.
Launch attack. Attack the turtle.
Understood.
Beware of ambush.
Understood.
Attack the turtle.
Even the brightest minds of Erudicio have to recognize my ingenuity.
The enemy has slain the turtle. Request backup. Initiate retreat. Has been slain. Okay. Request backup. Request backup. Enemy double kill. Shut down. Your team destroyed the turret. You have slain an enemy. This is a stick-up. Initiate retreat.
Ah, bago.
Request backup. Our turret has been destroyed. Request backup. Our turret is under attack. Request backup.
Isn't starting over part of the fun?
Request backup.
Wala nang ulti yan, si ano?
Even the smallest speck of sand can become a sandstorm.
Request backup.
Blaze your own trail.
Request backup.
I'm coming for ya.
You have been slain. Initiate retreat. Request backup. Request backup. Our turret is under attack.
Let's get back in the saddle.
Request backup.
Here comes the fireworks.
Ally has slain Lord. Request slain an enemy.
And stay down.
Ally has been slain. Request backup. You have slain an enemy.
Let's show them we mean business.
Destroy the turret.
Don't worry. This ain't my first rodeo.
Your team destroyed the turret.
Just stand back and watch me. One eye opener.
Killing spree.
Good guy will never win.
Double kill. Initiate retreat. Initiate retreat. Ally has been slain.
Mayhem is a great source of inspiration.
Request backup. Team destroyed the turret. Request backup. Initiate retreat. Unstoppable.
Oh, I'm bad. The
Request
name's
backup.
Ixia. Remember it.
Initiate retreat. Request backup. Request backup. Monster kill. Double kill.
Good guys.
Triple kill. That was amazing.
Take a dirt nap.
You destroy
Does
the
this come
turret.
with instructions? The more they look down on me, the more
Destroy
motivated.
the turret. Launch attack. Okay. Gather at the Lord.
It
Retreat
feels
from the
good to
Lord.
be bad.
Retreat from the Lord. Thank you.
Mayhem is a great source of inspiration.
Gather at the Lord. Okay.
This is a stick-up.
Legendary.
Here comes the fireworks. Not so tough now, are you?
Request backup. Our turret is under attack. Flames. Our turret has been destroyed.
Nothing like a good battle to field test my latest invention. All patched up.
Request backup.
Don't worry. This ain't my first rodeo.
An ally has been slain. slain.
Sorry. I'm coming for ya.
Okay. Launch attack. Okay.
Bubo ka. Doon ako. Tayo ka ba? Punta ko, boy.
Request back. Initiate retreat.
Hindi ko sa akin. Das-das mo na yan.
Let's show enemy has been slain.
Sila, easy mo lang.
An enemy has been slain. Request backup.
Boy, tae ka, tae.
Request backup. Initiate retreat. Request backup. You destroyed a turret.
I don't play by the rules. A new gadget to tinker with.
Lahat mo ulit.
Legendary. Initiate retreat. Attack. Okay.
Victory!
Ayan, Tisay, nakaluto ka na.
Anyways, now we got to talk about whether you like it or not. Either TLID or Aurora, one of tournament favorites, will be eliminated. And for you guys at home, you guys have to discover Kiria. Kiria's gaming and esport district unites gamers, communities, and fans across all genres and walk of life. Thank you very much, Kiria Gaming, for sponsoring M6, the wild cards, all the way till the end until we find our champions. And for you guys at home, make sure you guys get the M6 pass, because from the 18th of November all the way to the 29th of December, participate in the M6 Lucky Gift. Join the draw for a chance to win Claw's new Epic Skin, Challenges Flare, and Beatrix's new M4 Epic Painted Skin, Light Seeker. Don't miss out this rare opportunity to get Beatrix M4 exclusive and M4 Prime skins, returning for a limited time. And now we gotta go back into the conversation. Philippines going up against Indonesia. If Aurora loses here, it's gonna be the first time we don't have two Filipino teams in the knockout stage. And if TLID loses here, an MPLID champion loses, gets dropped out before we get to the knockout stage. Either way you look at it, folks,
it's a win-win.
This, no, Trent. Trent, that's not the message here.
For all the other teams.
For all, yeah, sure.
For all the other teams.
Well,
that's gonna get clipped. I'm just saying that's gonna get clipped. But yeah, no matter what happens, something unbelievable will happen for today. So I don't think it's exaggerating by saying this is the heaviest game we have for today, the most anticipated one for today.
Yep, so much is at stake for these teams who came into M6 with so much pride after proving so many people of their capabilities. They're kind of similar in a sense that for Aurora, they're under a new name. And like, they just built this roster for the previous season. Whereas for TLID, it's also kind of similar. They're full of young people, aspiring young people who have made their debut in the world stage, also seeking to prove their name. So after they've made it this far, they definitely wouldn't want to let go of this opportunity.
I feel like, in all seriousness, this is a game that a lot of us thought would happen in, lower bracket finals or upper bracket semifinals or maybe even grand finals. These are two teams that all of us had our eyes on. And as you said, these are the ID champions. Just like there hasn't been a PH team, there has always been two PH teams.
Yeah.
There's just about always been the ID champion getting close to that finals, if not the finals. So this is unprecedented at all angles.
Yeah, the status quo at stake, PH versus ID, elimination thriller. This is, again, something that no one saw coming. And this time for both teams, it is going to be a best of 3. We've had 2 zeros across the entire day. But if we're gonna see any kind of 2-1s, it's definitely gonna be this one. But something in my gut, you were talking about gut. I feel like whoever gets the first win in the first match will lose. If it's a 3 game, if it goes 3 games.
Oh.
So whoever wins game 1 will lose.
So for example, if TLID wins game 1 and then Aurora wins game 2, I feel like TLID will lose, Aurora will win. And if Aurora wins game 1, TLID wins game 2, I feel like TLID will win.
So it's about riding on momentum and the possibility of a reverse sweep. Do you agree with that, T Bless?
I think I am on the other side of the board. I think, here's my thought. I think if Aurora wins game 1, it's probably a G for them. And if TLID wins G1, it's game for them. I think game 1 is going to be the crucial for the winner.
Yeah. And now before we start the match, we have a match highlight video before we start to get into the game.
Last opponent for Aurora MLBB is Team Liquid. Champion of Indonesia will face off against a runner-up of the Philippines.
Aurora MLBB, whoa!
Spatial migration from Renegade.
Kalau Aurora bakalan jadi match yang lumayan cukup panas dan pedas ya. Di beberapa scrim, sebenarnya dia duluan yang trash talk. Terus kita lanjutin.
NIP Flash left the Northern Lights down south of the Swiss bracket.
Liquid ID, tingin ko kaya din namin kasi tinalo sila ng FNOP.
FNOP, make it quick!
And they seem to know what TLID had in mind.
Team Liquid ID, it's like original Indo player that plays as an aggressive brawl style because they play aggressive heroes and uses a lot of assassins, aggressive mid, so they're like strong mid team.
They don't.
Hold on! Mr. Renmar!
Banyak sih dari strategi, hero, sama gameplay juga pasti beda.
Can Shiki live up to his hype?
For TLID, I think it's definitely getting to them. I think, in a way, mentally, they're still trying to adapt to the world stage here. So hopefully today, they actually show their expressions again. You know, I want to see Aaron Shiki with the Roblox smile all over again. I want to see Fabian with the signature mewing, all that. We got to see the real TLID today.
I like the Roma, the Renegade. When he scream, he play the Chow super good. I also learn from him.
Aurora so disciplined and good in team fight.
The clash is still going on.
Demon Kite. He improved so much during the playoffs.
I have huge respect for the coaching staff. They will definitely step up.
We saw truly what Aurora could bring to the world stage when they're feeling it, when they're in their element, when they've understood the assignment.
TLID auto versions go hit down. KBG illuminate Aurora's path back to greatness with a flawless play.
Mau buktiin lah ke semua orang kalau emang kita tuh layak.
Nung mga natalo kami, so parang naisip ko parang door din ito, parang ayoko pa umuwi ng Pinas. So parang gusto ko pa ma-extend yung araw namin dito hanggang mag-champion.
Like, looking at that video, the debutants going up against the veterans, where both teams don't want to go back yet. I mean, I heard what you guys have to say. I mean, like, nice, do you have thoughts? Yeah. For sure.
Let him know what he said.
I agree with what Nice said. Now, Brigida, this matchup, right? Veterans, debutants. Do you feel the veterancy of Aurora can help them out here against the young bloods, TLID.
They need to really make sure and ensure that their pillars will really serve their purpose, that those who can actually serve as the, those who will back up all the players who are actually not as experienced when it comes to the world stage. I'm talking about mostly Renegade and Edward here, Mr. Consistent, the Hitman, really leading the team as the pillars. I need to see that in action here for this game, because for the past few games that they've been playing, I think they've admitted it themselves. They've been struggling to pull off and show their full identity so far.
You're talking about Renegade. We were able to catch him backstage, and then we have a quote as well from Renegade, the Hitman, stepping up. This is what he has to say. In the first few days, I couldn't fully lead the team effectively. Previously, I focused more on our performance and didn't engage much with the coaches during the draft. During the match against Ulfandar, I worked very closely with the coaches and helped with preparations, which led to our win. However, I won't get complacent. We're still at the risk of elimination, but since we've been in the lower bracket before, I'll stay focused on supporting the team. So basically what Brigida said, hoping for Renegade to really lead the team. And now we have some insider that he wasn't really able to do that for the first 2 days.
I love the mention of lower bracket too, because it's not just Renegade who is used to lower bracket runs. Edward as well has won championships off of lower bracket runs. So I mean, this is a team that they're used to the pressure. They're used to this type of thing. This is nothing new to them.
Yep, this is the lineup for Aurora, MLBB, Domeng, Renegade, UA, Demon Kite, as well as Edward. We just had a quote from Renegade. This time, he's going to be leading the team.
And as you've mentioned, they're comfortable with this. So we've seen them perform well in the best of threes the last time we witnessed them here in the main or the stage of M6. And we've seen the adjustments as well, particularly in terms of what heroes they really want to prioritize and give to their XP laner, Edward. And earlier today, we've seen some changes as well in terms of what people decide to show up in the XP lane. So I don't know, potentially a different Aurora MLBB may show up as well.
And now we have to look at the champions of MPL Indonesia. The debutants, young bloods here, Aaron Shiki, Weedy the Wise, Ezekiel, Fabian, Fave, as well as Aran.
You know, you can't help but love a good rookie to championship story. You can't help but love the new kids on the block, and that's what this team is. But you know, we saw it in the video, Mirko even said it, the pressure stands tall, heavy is the crown. Team Liquid ID has to be able to stand under that pressure right now when going against pillars like the players on Aurora.
Yeah, for sure, the pressure is definitely on, I would say mostly on them, because again, bringing the title of champions, it is honestly very, very heavy. And we have to say, what kind of play style does TLID want to play? Because we looked at the video, the likes of Innocent even said, they're a very heavy brawl meta kind of team where they like to have a very aggressive mid as well as strong assassins in the jungle. I'm not so sure if that's a good idea going up against Aurora, going up against Demon Kite, where he has a lot of tanks and fighters in his arsenal. So if you show an assassin, he has ways to fight against it. And even if he wants to, he can fight fire with fire.
Yeah, and that adaptability you're talking about for Aurora MLBB, I don't think it just stops in terms of like the hero pool.
Yeah.
They definitely are more adaptive when it comes to the in-game.
Hold on. Right now, I have to see in M chat here, we talked to Demon Kite. He said, who are you closest in the team? And he said, I'm close with everyone. In my previous team, I bonded really well with my teammates, so it's easy for me to build a connection with Aurora too. If I had to choose, I'd say I'm closest to Renegade. We often hype up the team in-game.
Yeah, it seemed like when Aurora first made their debut, like chemistry-wise, they just really clicked. Like that is my main observation when it comes to this team. They just clicked. Their chemistry it wasn't questionable at all. But then the consistency is an entirely different conversation. They weren't able to just be as consistent in terms of performance. They gradually got there. But now I think it's the most important test of consistency if we were just talking about that.
Yeah,
Gentlemen, because the draft happened so fast, do you guys still want to do the predictions?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Brigida first, because you're the Brigida curse.
No. I think I'm more of a Bree Bless 2 this day. I just invented it today, but I'm a 2-0 Aurora for today.
2-0 Aurora.
I thought you were going to try to curse.
I know. I believe in the power of...
Well, T-Bless read the crystal ball, and right now the crystal ball is telling me...
What's it telling you?
TLID.
What's the score?
Ooh.
What's the score?
2-0.
All right. We have a split table here, folks. And now Brigida is shaking in her chair, in her secret lab chair. Aurora has done with their bans. They banned the Eve, the Phovius, as well as the...
Angela.
Angela, yeah, thank you very much. The LID, banned the Fatty, the Matilda, as well as the Shin. The show is open.
So, but that Angela ban, right? I mean, it's a good throwaway ban. They are on blue side. They get first pick, and it's going to force things like the Cho to be left open, the Hilda left open right now, the Hylos left open, Suyo. So much power picks on the field right now. So it's either a good throwaway ban to try to get trades back and forth, or we're putting too much into the basket of TLID can only do the Angeling or something of that nature, right?
And Bruno's open. It's open.
Oh, Bruno first pick.
Bruno's open. So
forgot about Bruno, man.
But TLID gets a good trade off of that. You get the Hilda Cho, Hilda Hylo,
Hilda Suyo.
So much Hilda Suyo.
Yeah.
I think Suyo. I think you lock in the Suyo now.
Nah, Hilda Cho, man.
Okay, now I'm just thinking that there might be a possibility that Aurora is kind of okay with this, since
predicting it almost.
What really worked for Edward especially wasn't entirely the Gatot. It didn't give them a win in the past few games he's played it. It's mostly the Phovius, and as I mentioned, even in the previous season, he was really comfortable with the likes of the Edith and all that. But we'll see if they will be going with that decision later on, because it seems like they're reserving the XP lane for the second phase of the draft. They prioritize the Alpha and the Vexana.
I like the Alpha, I like the Vexana. Yue gets on something that he can make plays with, and as well, the Alpha, we know how well it goes. TLID knows what they need to do. You pick up the other best fighter jungle in the meta right now. You pick up the Suyo. Now, I really want to touch on what you said with Edward, because I agree. He needs something that can throw punches, that can get aggressive. And right now, there's not a lot of that in terms of... because all of it's so tanky. But when he gets the Phovius is someone that's tanky and can still deal damage. So I'd love to see Edward on something like that. But TLID, maybe they call the card and they ban it out here.
Yeah, the Phovius has been banned. So we have to see, does he have a different answer for this Hilda? And CC got banned. One of my theories to fight against the Hilda is the CC. But let me talk to you both gentlemen here. It does feel like both Aurora and TLID, it's odd that they're both in the driver's seat. Yes, Mr. Brigida.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Mr. Brigida.
Yes, sir.
Have a deeper voice.
Brian.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because Bruno, priority, for sure. Alpha can actually fight against the Hilda. But if you look at TLID, amazing frontline. The Cho, the Hilda, the Suyo, it really does feel like both teams have considered the things that they're going to trade in the draft, and both teams have decided we're okay with this.
Yeah. So does Rora ban into gold lane here? Like, do they take out the Granger, that possibility?
I would say Beatrix.
Yeah. Probably...
Beatrix, good call.
The lane, the heroes that could provide a difficult laning phase here for Aurora. What if we...
Maybe even a Natan.
What if this is the game where we see all those theories that we put out earlier in terms of what you could use against the Hilda?
Well, I mean, the glue's a decent answer, and they get rid of it. The Alpha, as you said, the Alpha does great against the Hilda in terms of jungle, but I feel like Edward is good enough to a point where he can at least stalemate. He may not be able to catch up in terms of rotations. Khalid's another answer. It doesn't exactly win lane, but it ties and rotations. Edward can at least be the proactive EXP laner that he always is and get to those turtles, get to that mid lane.
I don't know if I'd be surprised or what if the Barretts actually shows up here, as we've mentioned earlier for Edward. I mean, the resilience against this kind of lineup might work well for Aurora MLBB, and if they were to go for that, this might just be a front-to-back composition, really, for Aurora MLBB.
Oh.
And now they pick the Granger for TLID.
What if Edward goes something crazy like Benedetta? You know, we saw Benedetta last game. That's his old-school signature, you know. That's
Joy?
Joy EXP, we saw Chicken on it the other day, and it did work at least game one.
I mean, it's not a good time against Hilda, but you can definitely get a Granger.
And I mean, knowing Edward, like I said, for me, he's one of the most proactive, quick-moving EXP laners out there. Heroes like that do fit him, but does it fit the meta? And will it work against a ID champion.
Hey, if you're going to do it at any time, it's definitely game number 1.
Yeah.
Actually. So we're thinking about the possible heroes that will be used here by both Renegade and Edward. So we've put out some suggestions for Edward here. They do go for the Edith, but we're not sure whether or not this is the Roam or the AXB. But since the time reel comes out for Renegade, this is likely going to be the EXP for Aurora.
For honor! One of Renegade's best hero here. Able to fight against a lot of what TLID is showing. TLID has not shown the mid lane. Quite a lot is still open. The Luyi is open. The Balance is open.
Actually.
Right?
Luyi would be gross, like good gross, disgusting right now. It would just be that wild card pick.
Just send Hilda to the back line and then just sandwich them in.
Hey, you don't even have to go. You just send whoever through the diversion and boom. Cho and Hilda, who knows? I mean, there's definitely a lot of possibilities with the Luyi pick. It could definitely be the thorn in Rora's side right here. But they might go for something simpler.
A Valentina, take away.
Get the implosion.
Wait, who's that?
Xavier! Xavier with the new Starlight skin as well. Xavier debut. Oh, TLID is cooking. TLID is cooking.
Are they cooking or are they burning? We'll see in a minute.
Hey, you said TLID is going to win. This is something interesting. Thank you, Mr. Trex. Thank you, Mr. Brigida. But now we're sending to Mr. Ingan as well as Mr. Naisu.
Thank you so much, and welcome to the most neutral English desk for this matchup. What is up, guys? I'm Naisu and Ingan, and we're here to bring you the match, the crucial one. How are we feeling about the draft? You can't say Aurora.
I swear we're unbiased, we're neutral, but I have to lean towards Aurora. I mean, they have the Bruno, Naisu.
You know what? I like TLID's draft. I know the panel reacted to the Xavier. This is one of my favorite heroes in the game. I'm just wondering also if this is actually going to work in their favor or work against them. Well, we're going to find out here because this is all about the status quo at stake for both the teams. We know what's on the line. We've had sweeps all day, but we're hoping for a great Game 3 in this one as we jump into the land of Dawn. It's Aurora MLBB and Team Liquid ID, both jungles. We already saw the build-up video. If you guys missed it, it was amazing. Fabian, or like some like to say, Fabian versus Demon Kite. You know, some adjustments had to be made early on throughout the Swiss stage, but they'll get things locked in here. Ingan, we have an M6 pass also for our viewers.
Yeah, and you can complete all activities tasks during the event to reach level 75 for free. Get amazing rewards including Claude's Battle Emote, M6 Glory Avatar Border, Baksha's Battle Emote, and then the new special skin Baksha Dauntless Shield, all for free.
All for free. Grab it while you can. Now looking at this, you know, both lineups, I like that it was broken down, but so far, it's such a curveball, man. The fact that we have a debut pick in the Xavier for Ezekiel, you know, working against a set potential lineup that Aurora MLBB brought to game number 1, at least you have that range to work with. At least you have a distance. Yeah. I mean, his whole point, obviously, is you don't want to just be caught into that implosion or into those setups, especially with an Edith here. Like, there's so many tools that Aurora can throw at Team Liquid ID, and you just want to be as far away as possible from that. And we know, we've seen the Xavier many times where you late game, you're a monster, you're donning lights on a very low cooldown. But that's the question, can Team Liquid ID make it to that late game with this kind of setup?
Early engage coming in from Aurora MLBB. Arando, quite tanky, has to use the flicker to walk away, evades a potential death, and Aurora MLBB just aggressive as they can be.
Being aggressive, starting things off. Renegade taking a little bit of shots, of course. But this is the thing, you know, at this point, you want to be able to go ahead and set things up for this turtle. Get in the position. Witty doesn't have the level 4, but he's going to keep Demon Kite, poking him down a little bit. They do get that stun. There's the Dawning Light.
The Dawning Light right now hurts, but Witty hurts more as he's going to fall down in the hands of 3 members of Aurora, setting themselves up perfectly for this turtle take. But TLID unfazed, still checking if they can get a hold of this turtle.
Well, you saw it already. Ability to stop things and slow things down with Ezekiel, able to keep them at bay. No one able to commit. It's going to be pretty much a reset. You can see Implosion back up. UA also waiting. They might go for this turtle at this point, trying to slow it down.
Dawning Light connects. Implosion for the Hitman, connecting onto 2, plus the Spear of Alpha coming in from Demon Kite to bring down 2, plus the turtle. And even until now, Witty is not yet level 4. And the panel's been talking about who is on the driver's seat because both of these teams seems to be there. But Aurora just hanging on to this lead. Widdy finally, okay, connects with the Way of the Dragon, but Domeng managed to stay alive, evades the Dawning Light as well.
Gonna invade that. Good thing Domeng should still be fine. I mean, he already had to use a Purifying Renegade making his way. Talk about discipline, you know, able to get not only the 3 kills, but also get the turtle, giving them a nice little bit of lead at this point in the game, setting things up. First items being picked up too. Looks like we're gonna have to take a breather. Mind you, those 3 kills went all to Demon Kite. Like that alone gives him this advantage. He's got a War Axe early on.
Yeah.
And I would say relatively well that now approaching the next objectives, if you're Aurora MLBB, you kind of have free reign. You're able to set things up. You've got a great lead on your jungler. And for TLID, they have to approach it in a much more cautious way.
Yeah, even if they have Cho in hands of a Widdy device that could go for the initiations, go for the pickoffs, they have to take things slow again and don't go for the pace of Aurora MLB, because so far Aurora has been performing well. The first implosion flicker play of Renegade connected onto 2, serving him up in a silver platter to Demon Kite with the Spear of Alpha. So far, TLID, we know that in terms of micro, they're one of the superior teams, but they're up against a team like Aurora MLBB. Your macro really has to step up early on in this game.
You know, in the things that we saw earlier throughout the tournament, especially the early Swiss stages, like we saw even that quote, you know, from Renegade, how you had to make the adjustments leading into this point. Even when it came down to the draft, obviously the adjustments had to be made, but this lineup, at least for game 1, it looks very familiar to a lot of people that watched their journey, you know, throughout the MPL Philippines, got to the grand final, of course. This is that lineup that they like to play around. This is the lineup that they like to capitalize on macro, but also in team fights. Like, they are going to want to team fight it out. And that's why I was saying, you know, as we jump back into the game here, TLID has to be able to answer that. And we've seen this all throughout this point of the tournament where, you know, the Cho is going to be an integral part of the success for TLID if they can get those kicks in the right direction, if they can get that setup potential early on. That all works in their favor. And then even with the Granger, man, you know, it was some of the panel that put this really well together, that Granger has been getting a ton of kills, but he hasn't been getting a lot of wins. You know, he hasn't been getting a lot of just overall wins. And if you can scale up and get those, you know, get the items early on, get the damage profile early on, then great, but you got to be able to cap out the game on top of it.
Yeah, Aaron Shiki already picks up a Hunter Strike. And I do agree, because again, Granger is skill-based. So in terms of getting pickoffs, especially if Widdy will get a huge Way of the Dragon. Speaking of that, implosion connecting onto Fabian. Here comes the counter-attack coming in from TLID. The Dawning Light will connect. Aaron Shiki with the Death Sonata. A knockout coming in from Widdy. It's going to bring down the Hitman, and they're going for more. Edward will fall down out and onto the backline, working on Demon Kite, getting gagged up by 3. Widdy is still here along with Aaron Shiki, and Eran. Spear of Alpha is there. They're going to get a kill, but TLID manages to bring him down as well.
Oh, there's a whole lot of trading happening there. Of course, for TLID, they get 4 kills. They're gonna get an objective. They do get that turtle. A lot of extra gold going over here to top, but also the same on bottom from Domeng. So just trades all around. But even then, you know, Demon Kite's like, if I'm going down, I'm taking one of you with me. So he does get a kill, but ultimately, that was a fight started by Renegade. He wanted that fight. He started that fight up in the jungle of TLID, and then they got collapsed on. So that's a nice little swing to bring things back to pretty much a balance. You know, no one really just kind of building up off of that momentum just yet. They can adjust from it on both sides, but still, it took that lead that we saw where Aurora built up, even with Demon Kite having those early kills, those 3 kills. Now it slows down a little bit, and TLID equalizes things out.
Yeah, for the good thing for Aurora MLBB is that Domeng with the Bruno, we all know when it comes to 15-minute, 16-minute mark, they're going to have a good time. But TLID, okay, they're going to catch Widdy. Renegade!
They go in. Widdy's already gone. So a quick kill that time around. You know, this is what I was saying, man. They want to fight. Again, the Spear of Alpha. There's the toss-up, and Aaron is gone. Another kill. Another body added to the list. Now Aurora MLBB looking to go down the mid lane as a full force. They get a flicker out.
A lot of chain CC from Aurora MLBB. Started things out with Widdy, and then eventually bringing down Aran. So the pickoff potential is also high for Aurora MLBB. And even if TLID decides to go for the pickoff or decides to go for huge initiations, Aurora MLBB, they have a lot of kit to counter it out. Even the Spear of Alpha, even the Implosion, much more the Deathly Grasp and Internal Guard coming in from Yue. So TLID, again, they have to play this at a safer pace. Work on their strengths. They have Widdy on the show. They can go for huge pickoffs. They need Aran to be present as well to try and get Doming preoccupied so that he couldn't deal the damage onto the backline of Aurora, of TLID.
TLID gonna go ahead and get things possibly set up here for that turtle. There's the kick already. Edward tossing up again. The flicker from Widdy, but he won't escape.
And Renegade follows up with the Implosion connecting onto Fabian. He has to walk away. Aaron as well, running for his life, but then caught down by the Curse Blast of Yue. Aurora MLBB with 2 kills.
They also get the turtle here. That's the third one, last one of the game. So again, Aurora MLBB will win that exchange just by a margin. But you're starting to see just how many tools they do have to start these fights up. As Team Liquid ID tries to hold on to the Tier 1 turret. You are seeing some of that damage, of course, from Yehezkiel, how he's able to go ahead and just poke down a little bit, even if it's with the Dawning Light, and just stopping them in their tracks, of course. But so far, the answer for Aurora MLBB has just relying on all the crowd control they have. They have so many options. And as we take a look at the items here and where things are falling into place, you can already see that Dom Ice set in for Renegade. He's got that. We have Widdy that went with the Athena shield, obviously so, because there's just so much magic damage that's going to be thrown at him too. Whether that's Edward, whether that's Yue.
Oh.
Now in mid lane again.
Jeet Kune Do double man knockup connecting onto Renegade as well, but he managed to stay alive. Domin gets a kill, and the Implosion connects as well. Demon Kai with a Spear of Alpha just slowly bringing down bodies of TLID. Fabian again and Iran will fall down.
You only have so many flickers, so many purifies to be able to use here for Team Liquid ID, and they're feeling how much crowd control is thrown at them. A Divine Glaive picked up by Yue. So that damage is going to help even more now, as Yue is pretty much online already. Just a couple Curse Blasts alone, and even the Eternal Guard able to help them out. They try to hold on, keep things together in the Tier 2. They do clear it out. Again, Team Liquid ID has pretty good clear.
Yeah.
And as the game goes on longer, that the fact that they have this kind of lineup should be able to keep them into the base defense, even if they get in that situation. But again, it's all getting the space that they need to deal with all that setup potential. This is obviously, you've seen it time and time again. Malefic Gun now picked up for Doming. So he's already got the Haas Claws, the Berserker's Fury, and the Malefic Gun. Good item pickup here for Aaron Shiki too. Gets Malefic Roar. We have to start seeing that damage come through from Team Liquid ID. A lot of the times they're getting set up on, and then they're forced to fight. Well, maybe at this point, the power spike's getting a little bit closer for them also. But right now, with that lead, Aurora MLBB will make their way towards this first Lord of the game.
Major objective up for grabs. Aurora MLBB has a 1.6k gold lead, and proper positioning so far for 2 of the gold laners haven't been picked off yet. And now we are going to watch 2 of the masters of the Lord Dance excel in the very first objective.
As they approach the fight, again, Demon Kai quite tanky himself on this alpha. And just rely on, actually let Fabian start things up. You can see how much is respected, especially when Renegade and Edward just kind of walk into an area. They do take quite a bit of shots, though. They get poked down. Renegade!
This might be an opening for TLID. A kick onto Widdy once again, bringing down Renegade. And Yue trying to answer back with a kill of their own, but Aaron Shiki picks up a triple. Edward doing his best to dish out the damage with the Primal Wrath, but TLID is going to catch him off guard. Earth Shatter, last attempt, but a maniac for Aaron Shiki, and it looks like the hype is real for this kid.
The cavalry is out as Team Liquid comes out with a massive swing. And what a play. Again, they got whittled down, they got poked down. Demon Kai gonna be in trouble too. Goes in with a Spear of Alpha, tries to get a kill, pops the Winter Crown, and Renegade joins the fight.
Sacred Hammer Implosion play and just blasted down Fabian out of the map. But for some reason, Yehezkiel is still alive. The range, the positioning of their mid laner is just too much for Aurora MLBB to handle. And now they have to think about the Lord push that TLID can bank on.
This is where, again, momentum favoring Team Liquid ID. This point of the game, even though it's only that first Lord, Aurora MLBB is going to have to do the work, keep things together. They might be able to obviously keep their base turrets too. We'll see if they keep all the shields, but right now, Waiting for Demon Kite to come back up. You get a preview of how much damage this poke comp is actually able to pull off from Team Liquid ID, especially now that you're getting in that zone of, you know, these quicker dawning lights from Yezgil. And the thing is, you know, he's got Wishing Lantern too. I believe he just recently picked that up. You can see the stacks here, of course, for Aaron Shiki on both sides, and the fact that now he has a Sky Piercer too. They'll have to keep this under control. You know, he hasn't died at all. He's 6-0-3 right now. He's still holding on to that Purify, has that available. So we'll see how they play around it. Not a massive lead. Aurora MLBB isn't out, but they got to control the map now. They've got to be able to find a setup that they're looking for. They've got the tools themselves. Wind of Nature also picked up for Doming.
Yeah, Legend Zero, Mr. Consistent, needs to be aggressive here. Needs to try and go for those damage dealers of TLID, because so far they have better position and they can dish out the damage. Just looking at the damage dealt, Yezgil is leading the leaderboards right now. And it's he can safely do so again, because the kit, the Mystic Field, even used to their advantage a lot of times, forcing Aurora's aggression to be halted, and at the same time dishing out the Dawning Light was just too much to handle for Aurora MLBB. Yeah,
I mean, the crazy thing about it too is just being able to actually combine some of the usage with the Mystic Field. You know, it allows Aaron Shiki to actually move around a little bit faster on his own, and then poke, of course. Like, part of it obviously is getting the Destinata off, but even the Rhapsody, you're seeing how much it's hurting the front line now for Aurora MLBB because of the items that he's locked in. So this is going to make it a very interesting fight for this next Lord, as clearly they don't want to really start things up before it. You're 20 seconds away. You're not going to be able to move too much past, you know, this line of that tier 2 turret from mid lane for Aurora MLBB. And all Team Liquid ID has to do is set up. They go ahead, set up, they get things together. They're going to choose where this fight happens. And if that happens before they even rotate down for the Lord, just for a numbers advantage, they might actually go for it. So Aurora MLBB, they've got to play this very smartly this time around. As you can see already, Team Liquid ID makes their way to start up the Lord.
It's all going to boil down to the setups that both roamers can do right now. But just look at the zoning capability, the poke of TLID, forcing Renegade and the rest of Aurora to back away. Widdy has good vision, has good position here. TLID is in full control of this Lord Pit.
They're in full control right now, and Widdy waiting on the side portion. Just on this bottom side, Aaron holding up the top. They can take this as slow as they want to. They still have poke. Another Dawning Light going to be used. The Lord does reset. Renegade though.
Renegade connects with the implosion play. Might be a proper target though as they bring down Aran, but Widdy answers right back with the Wave of the Dragon connecting onto Edward. And now Domeng with a double kill. The next standard, bringing everything he can for Aurora, but gets taken down by the dynamic duo of Yezgil and Aaron Shiki.
Again, working together. Great initiation started, but it will ultimately lead to a reset on the Lord. But both teams are really just fighting it out. And you saw, you know, that's that advantage, that's that minor advantage that Aaron Shiki has right now because of the fact, too, that he has that Sky Piercer. And Domeng, he tanked a lot of Rhapsody shots, man. So that is definitely, you know, a fight started on the whims of let's maybe turn this tide and then get the Lord, but ultimately it resets things. They get back in position. Aaron Shiki is going to go ahead and swap in, picks up the Wind of Nature himself. Domeng already used his, so now this changes the course of the fight a little bit more. As they approach it up, it'll be started up by TLID as Aurora gets in position, taking again a couple shots with the Destinata, and they'll approach things out. Again, Edward might be the one to start things up as he has the flicker available. They already know there's the conceal coming through. Oh, gonna get stopped in his tracks. Renegade.
Oh, got bursted down. A huge play coming in from Yezgil. Earth Shatter Flicker combination is gonna connect, but it's not gonna be enough though, because TLID on a rampage right now. 3 Auroras will fall down. Dawning Light connects, and it looks like they're not gonna go for the Lord instead, because Aurora has it. They're gonna go for the mid lane. No casualties for TLID.
Yue and Domeng, they have to go ahead and defend into this. Again, they did get the Lord, so that might be able to buy him a little bit enough time, but they gotta work with this push in.
Okay, Domeng. Flicker, Yezgil flickers in, pops his Purify, and the Winter Crown. Here comes TLID to try and take the game 1 away from Aurora.
And the Cavalry will make it happen even after losing the Lord. They make the move, and they get the first blood in the series. Aurora MLBB had the tools, they had the crowd control, but they just took too much damage up front. The poke from Team Liquid ID was too much, and the Xavier, what a pick. What a usage of the Mystic Fields, the Dawning Lights, everything in conjunction with the Rhapsody and the Destinata. So difficult to approach here. The panel, you can break down this one. Tell us about game number one.
Thank you very much for the good cast, Ing and Anaisu, but where do we even start? Before we even get into the in-game stuff, first of all, T-Bless and Brick Curse, when he's blessing, he said TLI.
Please ban a hero. Your team is banning. Please pick a hero.
It's my way or the highway.
The enemy is picking.
Ready?
Shall stand fast to the
Sir,
very end.
what's your command?
Malachi enters the scene.
The enemy is picking.
As fleeting as a snowflake's
Your team
breath,
is picking.
as timeless as a glacier's heart. When you gaze into the abyss gazes back.
I'm bound by nothing, be it family
enemy
or
is
destiny.
So, who's next?
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed! This town ain't big enough for 2 crews. Be yourself and blaze your own trail. The name's Ixia. Remember it. Even the smallest speck of sand can become a sandstorm. I'm coming for ya. First blood. Ugh. Isn't starting over part of the fun? An ally has been slain. It feels good to be bad. An ally has been slain. Even the brightest minds of Erudition have to recognize my ingenuity. Just stand back and watch me work. Ally has been slain. Slain. Cover up the turtle. This is a sticker.
Oh, ano?
Mayhem is a great source of inspiration. Ally has been slain. I don't play by the rules. Let's show 'em we mean allies. Slay the turtle. You have slain an enemy. And stay down. An enemy has been slain. The more they look down on me, the more motivated I get. You have slain an enemy. Oh, I'm bad. Nothing like a good battlefield test, my you have been slain.
Uy!
They got me.
Wala yun. Ganto tayo.
Let's get back in the saddle. Initiate retreat! Ally has been slain. Unstable network. Ally has been slain. Request backup. Okay. Even the smallest speck of sand can become a sandstorm. Has been destroyed. Request gadget to tinker with. Your team destroyed the turret. Nothing like a good battle to field test my latest invention. Be yourself and blaze your own trail. Isn't starting over part of the fun? It feels good to be bad. An ally has slain the turtle! Our turret is under attack! Don't worry, this ain't my first rodeo. Request backling destroyed! This is a stick-up! I don't play by the rules. You have slain an enemy. Stay down. Our turret has been destroyed. Even the brightest minds of Erudicio have to recognize my ingenuity. Our turret is under attack. Just stand back and watch me work. You destroyed a turret! Mayhem is a great source of inspiration. The more they look down on me, the more motivated I get. Your team destroyed a turret! The name's Ixia. Remember it. Coming for ya. Killing spree. Our turret has been destroyed. Even the smallest speck of sand can become a sandstorm. An ally has been slain. Let's show them we mean business!
Lag. Lag daw.
The more they look down on me, the more motivated I get. The name's Ixia. Remember it. Be yourself and blaze your own trail. attack. Initiate retreat. Take a dirt nap. Shut down. Shut down. The enemy has slain Lord. I don't play by the rules. Unstable network. Let's show them we mean business. Our turret is under attack. Back to the drawing board. I'm coming for ya. Nothing like a good battle field test my latest invention. Don't worry, this ain't my first rodeo. Initiate retreat! It feels good to be bad. A new gadget to tinker with. This is a stick-up! Our inhibitor turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed. Just stand back and watch me work. They got me.
Gago, ba't kung tumira ang ulto wala mong tao?
Unstoppable! An enemy has been slain. Our inhibitor turret is under attack. Our turret has been destroyed. Enemy dominating.
Bilisan mo, bagal ng oras.
Let's get back in the saddle.
Pusin yan!
Good guys never win. Double kill. This is a stick-up! Gather up the Lord! All patched up. Let's show them we mean business! Launch attack! Even the brightest minds of Eruditio have to recognize my ingenuity. Request backup! Just stand back and watch me work. Killing spree! And double kill! Good guys never win. Enemy has slain Lord. Down! Enemy double kill!
It's okay. Just play safe.
Dapat yan, no?
it may not work as well against the Joy. It's going to be hard to proc the duality against some of these heroes, but still, Luyi, you have the diversion. You have a lot of possibilities.
So what do they pick now for their XP and their jungler? Depending on wherever this Joy is about to go because of BTK.
They need a gold laner for sure. That's the major thing. They need a gold laner for sure.
So they go for the Terizla and
the Rizzler.
The Rizzler.
The Rizzler. I was thinking of Terizla. I was hesitant. I shouldn't have been. I should have just speak my mind. But then again, every time I do that, I get into trouble.
There's some, I mean, Terizla, he's not bad. He hasn't had the greatest showing so far in M Series.
Yeah.
If anyone's going to pull him off, it'll definitely be Edward.
Yep.
But the thing is he doesn't have the longest range for the dive, right?
Yeah.
And now with Malefic Gun, it's much harder to lock down onto a Bruno, and Edward's not going to be able to do that exactly.
I thought you were about to say he's going to get the Malefic Gun, and I'm like, wait, that doesn't work now.
Does that work on his penalty zone?
If that works, that
long
would be
range penalty zone.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's more of a response possibly to all the diversion plays. I mean, there's a flicker.
Belly boy.
No visibility, but yeah, they get the Balearic.
How do you feel about that, Brig?
This Joy, this Cho, is not going to have a good time.
They have so much heroes who want to go for the dive. I was also saying about the flicker penalty zone, but now...
Mr. Brigida, breathe. Mr. Trex, do what you're doing. Inga and Naisu, do what you're doing.
We're going to do what we do here. Thank you very much, panel, for breaking down the drafts here. This is looking a little risky. As we get a look here once again at the draft here, Ingon, how you feeling?
Man, I've seen the combination of the Luyi and the Belleric. We've seen it in our own MPL, in the hands of Smart Omega. And I'm thinking TLID has a really, really good draft for game number 2.
TLID's definitely got a draft here. The upper hand possibly with this one. Will this be enough? Aurora MLBB, one of the teams from the Philippines on the brink of elimination. Faced off against this, faced off against match point. Can they take it to game 3? We're gonna find out. We jump into Land of Dawn again. Broken down here with this, if you look at the lineup that Aurora brought, they want to go in, they want to dive, they want to do all those things, but there's one hero that could stop it all. We've seen this happen before to teams already throughout the Swiss stage. This Belleric pick from Witty could change the tide of those early fights and the later ones as well by just locking members down of Aurora MLBB. So fancy footwork is gonna have to happen here. And honestly, if you've seen Aurora MLBB and even Renegade, this is one of his signature heroes that he loves to pick, loves to bring to the table. But I have to agree with Trex. I'm also wondering, you know, I wish there was a Malefic Gun for a Terizla, you know, for a little extra range, because I think this is going to be difficult also for Edward.
Yeah, again, he lacks the mobility. He's going to rely a lot on the flicker penalty zone just to go for the back line. At the same time, looking at the emblem set, Widdy going full tank, and we all know the sustain that the Beller can have, especially since he has the Nature Strike paired up with the Revitalize. It's going to be hard to take down Widdy, not to mention when he casts the Wrath of Dryad right on time.
Not just Witty, but the fact that they have 2 heroes, 2 players from Team Liquid ID that are basically fully tanked up, stacked up, plus a Revitalize, and then all they have to do is post up around the Wrath of Dryad. That requires so much damage to overcome that if you're Aurora MLBB. And honestly, the fact that they don't have a Revitalize, and we're so used to seeing 2 lineups usually have a Revitalize. You know, like that's typically what we've seen. There's a lot where, again, Team Liquid ID can just say, hey, we're going to extend the fight, we're going to post up and leave it at that, and then outgun you later on. So Aurora MLBB needs to get that upper hand early on. This first turtle, though, for the taking already. Renegade doesn't have a level 4.
Here comes the glorious pathway. TLID just on the attack. Penalty zone coming in from Edward, and Demon Kite manages to steal away the turtle, plus picks up 2 kills for their own. Aurora MLBB for the price of Demon Kite. That was well worth it.
2 kills, a turtle in the hands of Aurora MLBB will give them that early game lead they need. You know, 1,000 and some change above now at Team Liquid ID. Surprised that they were able to make that happen. Again, there was no level 4 available in that fight from Renegade, but they made it work. And so now for Team Liquid ID, they'll have to go ahead and adjust for that next turtle later on. But the same can be said for their roamer. You know, Winnie didn't have his Wrath of Dryad ultimate, so still great start here for Aurora MLBB. Go play into it. And when we look at this lineup again, when we think about where's that moment in the game where they're able to get that power spike, where they have that advantage against the lineup that TLID has, well, really, it takes time, obviously. Wow, early flicker already from Yue. So that's an important battle spell burnt already. But they're going to need time, especially for Domeng. He's got to build up quickly. We know that Aaron Shiki, when he gets that, especially the Malefic Gun of the Bruno, it's done so well. Yeah. And Domeng's choice of even down to the guns, you know, will play a crucial part in this. Look at the top side. A little bit of focus there, cutting the lanes. They might try to make a play up there.
Oh, Iran forced to use the Glorious Pathway defensively alongside his Vengeance. Looking for the cross-map play. Here comes the diversion play. 3 members of TLID just going to wait for the perfect opportunity to strike.
Nothing there right now. It's going to get spotted out. Demon Kite's going to be fine. And this is, again, something that anytime you have the Loi Yi across from you, the team facing against that has to constantly keep their head on a swivel. Where are they going to come from? One of the advantages, of course, on that macro level of play. And now with the second turtle coming up, nothing happening up before this. This is where you see, you know, this is where the lineup of TLID should shine in these small crevices. You can see Yue still doesn't have a flicker. So he's pretty exposed here, and Renegade just trying to give the information with Domeng around the corner.
Yeah, they're still not going to commit the kick, but the Glorious Pathway is there. Demon Guy trying to work on the back line as TLID gets the turtle. Now a counter engage. Here comes Edward with a penalty zone. Domeng, on the other hand, going to take down 2. And again, the counter attack of Aurora MLBB is just too much for TLID.
Man, you don't need a Malefic Gun when you can do that. Mr. Consistent, able to get a great penalty zone to lock down multiple members, utilizing the flicker there. And great response too. Perfect area to shoot off if you're Domeng. So now they're going to get a little bit of extra gold, obviously, here on the bottom side. The objective did go to TLID, but still, you can see this lead slowly building up.
Oh.
And this is where they start to take things, of course, from Fabian. Demon Kite, he's going to play with the advantage, especially the fact that he has this Joy. We've seen how elusive Joy is in the jungle. I mean, even in the hands of someone like King Kong, where he barely escapes, threading the needle of his life. Demon Kite looking to do the same thing, replicate it here.
Yeah, looking at the gold difference. Huge advantage, 2.6k already for Aurora MLBB. And you're not going to wonder why, because TLID, they can't seem to find the trade. Renegade has been phenomenal with this show so far. Not just the kicks, not just the Jeet Kune Do, it's also the vision that he provides for TLID. That's why we haven't seen a lot of diversion plays coming in from Ezekiel, because they have a lot of ground covered for the side of Aurora.
This is what they'll do. They'll just go ahead and look elsewhere. There's a trade, tier 1s on both sides of the map. TLID is still kind of waiting to see if they want to push further in to the top side, but they're going to get the information that they go ahead and regroup. Once again, mid lane probably going to be the focus for both teams, because eventually, obviously, the turtle's going to come up and they want to go ahead and have that favor. But this is the thing with Witty this time around. He's not able to just kind of set things up. You know, there's no forced initiation. Like, their forced initiation from TLID is entirely up to the fact that how do they utilize the diversion. Domeng?
Okay,
flicker?
Domeng first to flicker out. Get chased by the Glorious Pathway as Renegade uses the flicker as well, plus the conceal.
Oh.
Here comes the last turtle objective, but a lot of resources has been expended for the side of Aurora MLBB.
They might still fight this out. 2 battle spells are down, but they're going to go. They get a shot off Witty.
And penalty zone from Edward is going to take down Witty. Here comes Demon Cat. They're going to try and chase for Fabian. Aran pops his vengeance, but on the hands of Aurora MLBB, they're 2 members, and now they're going to work on bringing down the turtle as Edward zones out the rest of the members of TLID.
Great usage of all the tools they have in their favor for Aurora MLBB, and right now you have to give it up again to Edward here. He's been on point on locking down the right members with the penalty zone. As long as he continues that, Aurora MLBB will be able to win those fights. But now the battle, even for the resources of TLID. Malefic Gun picked up here by Domeng.
Oh.
As they continue on, diversion going to be used. Where are they going here? Down to the bottom side, they're looking to sandwich in.
Sandwich in, Glorious Pathway is there. Witty might be. He's not going to out-sustain anymore. The damage coming in from Aurora as Demon Guy goes in for the backline. Energy, he has to walk away. Another penalty zone coming in from Edward. Up against 2.
Edward holding his own, buying enough time for the team. He is going to be able to sacrifice himself, but Renegade gets the kick. Fabian will be able to get away. Renegade, 1 HP away. Jeet Kune Do to safety. They survive mostly from the sandwich play with a diversion.
And finally, a trade for TLID. They had to give up the purple buff instead, because during that time, Fabian actually used up his retribution. So it was a lost cause for them if they want to try and contest for that purple buff. Huge diversion play and to cut things off with the glorious pathway. And there was no exit route for TLID during that time.
That's the thing. They can still play around this. We got a preview. That's literally a preview of what TLID will have to do later on. As I was saying, they're very reliant on diversion. That's how they're going to set things up. It's not going to be Witty surprising them. You know, he doesn't have, it's not like he's running a flicker on the Belric. You're going to see him coming from a mile away. And that's why even for Aran, he's got to be the one to hopefully utilize his glorious pathway in the best way possible for TLID to play around, and not always defensively. Because usually when we see these high losses picked up, and they get constantly, you know, they have to constantly use the glorious pathway defensively, then you're kind of missing a big piece of utility for the fights. Again, a diversion going to be used.
Whoa!
To the fight!
Glorious pathway, and they're going to catch someone off guard there, but the penalties are onto the backline for Edward. Just trying to delay the attack of TLID as they pick up a kill onto you and onto Edward. But Domin goes in. Demon Kai trying to chase for Aaron Shiki. Renegade the hitman. Ajit can do double man knockup, but there's no follow-up from Aurora. And again, a huge diversion play for TLID.
The surprise factor happens again with the diversion, able to get 2 kills off of it. Slowly bring it down, but Renegade
finds... Okay, it didn't connect, so Fabian was able to evade that. I was waiting for that Renner. But unfortunately, he pulled the trigger, but it missed Naisu.
Oh man, that would have been such a clean play from Renegade if it ended up happening. But ultimately they know, hey, that's the flicker down, that's an ultimate down. TLID might be able to go ahead and get an advantage on this Lord now. Those are crucial things that are needed for Renegade to set things up. So now the responsibility shifts to Edward, possibly even Yue. They're going to poke it down a little bit, but TLID takes their time. Keep an eye also, Demon Kite, entry point, Aaron Shiki, there they go!
Okay, here comes the dispersion rotation coming in from Ezekiel. Gonna bring down Renegade. Aran onto the backline, gonna bring down Yue as well. Dominic just trying to burst down the members of TLID, but they only lost Witty. A double kill for Aaron Shiki, and they're not even done. A diversion. They're gonna look for another target as Fabian focuses on the Lord.
Again, a smart play. Team Liquid ID now, how many times have they pulled off a diversion to make things work? But that time around too, they just fought with Aurora MLBB, and that'll get themselves the Lord now, completely diminishing any gold lead that Aurora MLBB built up in the previous 8 minutes or so. Now in a great position to march towards the base. Again, this is still very defendable for Aurora MLBB. Their lineup's going to be able to keep them together. The base turret's possibly even, unless again we see the same thing replicated from Team Liquid. The diversions have been on point. They're looking for more in the mid lane, putting pressure on Edward alone.
Oh! But there's a pre-fry from Aaron Shiki. Wasted the time for Aurora MLBB. Then they're trying to go for the hitman. Forced to use the conceal to walk away. And now during the previous class, you've seen the effect of the Luyi. The dispersion rotation damage paired up with the yin-yang reaction just caught Aurora MLBB off guard, bursted down 2 members right away, and again, Yezgel is playing out of his mind for TLID.
Doming's gonna lock in. You know, he's been doing good at like having the space that he needs to work with, but how much space do you really need when you've just gotta always worry about the diversion play? They are gonna get rid of this Lord. They're gonna lose some of the buffs, of course, but they hold on to what they can. And now Aurora, they'll find themselves in a position where even approaching the next Lord, they have to be careful about it, because if they get overextended, if they put themselves in a position where they're relying on Renegade to set things up, there's most likely an immediate reaction coming out from TLID. So for Renegade, as he holds on to the most crucial battle spell for him to set things up like we've seen before, he's gonna hold on to that flicker, find the right mark. And Edward, this might be the moment too where leading into that next Lord where they maybe switch things up a little bit. Maybe Renegade holds on to it, waits, and lets Edward be the one to engage. But at this point, it's just trying to control this side of the jungle and not get overloaded from Team Liquid here.
Okay. They're gonna go for a bottom lane turret, another diversion play, setting themselves up perfectly.
Oh no.
Onto the top lane, they might catch Demon Kite, but Demon Kite is well aware of that. That's why he popped his He popped his ultimate just to walk away. And now 40 seconds in before the next major objective is up for grabs. Aurora MLBB, they need to make a play here. They need to activate Renegade to go for a huge pickoff and gain the advantage, the numbers game, when it comes to going up with this Lord.
You know, Doming, like I said, he's not too far behind in terms of gold and everything else against Aaron Shiki. He is in good fighting form. He's also got a little bit of defense. You know, he's got the Wind of Nature available. And so, again, as they get ready for that next objective here, it's really just kind of a standoff. It's a stare-off while they try to get what they can. Most likely, Demon Knight will continue to have a hard time, you know, locking in these buffs. Does get the purple, but positioning could be in their favor, but this is the thing. It's like TLID wants to let them think they have that favor. They go in with the diversion. Iran goes up top. They're fine again into a still. Battle spells all ready and available for both sides. It's going to be started up really quickly. There's the kick.
A kick and a penalty zone paired up, plus the flicker going on to the backline, but TLID manages to out-sustain the damage. A kill onto Renegade plus Edward. A lot of Aurora members are falling down. Demon Kite gets the Lord, but TLID wants to go for the kills.
They just got to disengage. Oh, Aaron Shiki won't be able to slide through that wall. Doesn't help with the Cyclone Eye either. The Lord was taken for Aurora MLBB. They still got 3 members up, but it's against the full force here of TLID.
TLID looking to take down Inhibitor down bottom. They managed to catch Demon Kite as well. Electrifying beats, they might be able to take down Laran. Glorious Pathway is there, but it's not going to be enough to evade the death caused by Demon Kite.
Again, that might have been enough time to just keep them into the game from it going out of control. Demon Kite makes his way up to the top. Well, TLID has to deal with the Lord. They're going to try to get something out of this. As UA drops the Eternal Guard, there's diversion. Where are they going here? Back to safety to go ahead and get ready for this small push in from Aurora MLBB.
Aurora MLBB slowly diminishing the lead that TLID established. Looking at the kill scoreboard, 14 minutes in, 11-11. They were able to at least take down some outer turrets as TLID made quick work of this Lord. But again, this is where Aurora MLBB shines. The pressure, the hitman, Renegade. Will he go for a Jit Kundu initiation? What can Aurora MLBB do at this point?
Take their time, honestly. At this point, you know, they don't want to overstep. It's great that they managed to stay in the game. Demon Kite able to go ahead and secure themselves that Lord here, buys them some more time, gets to where they need to be. Again, Domang didn't go down. You know, he is in a position to be able to go ahead and even knock down some of the health bars of these tanky frontliners from TLID. And sometimes it might just be better that they fight in favor of the space they have to work with. If they overextend just like before, they can easily get cut off, and that's the biggest part that Aurora MLBB has to overcome. You can see this even when we're a minute away from the Lord. It's always going to be TLID looking for some sort of pick, some sort of advantage.
Yeah.
And Aurora, they just have to go ahead and calm things down. You know, readjust, recoup, and then get ready for the next fight because they don't want to overextend over a certain line on the map here.
Yeah, and that's the thing. TLID loves this stalemate at times because again, they can abuse the presence of the diversion. They can go for the macro instead, and approaching the 15-minute, 16-minute mark, we know that Aaron Shiki with the Bruno is already activated. Lock Item Bill has the Wind of Nature for added sustain, has the Purify as well. Even Aurora MLBB is having trouble going for the backline because again, it's the same story for game number 1. Aaron Shiki, deathless. Yezkiel, deathless.
That's the biggest thing here. The fact that they have 2 Purifies too, that's what's making it so difficult. Again, anytime one of these players picks up the Cho pick, you really have to respect how much work is done from these roamers, or even the occasional time we've seen in the XP lane. It really takes a certain amount of finesse and just even courage to get some of these plays off, and knowing that, hey, I might be putting myself in a bad situation, but it's to just simply get a Purify out or something else. Maybe even the Revitalized Lord's going to be started up now. TLID staying around the fact. Again, playing into their strengths. It's going to go for a little bit of a reset. And we see them both get squared away here for this one. They might actually commit to it. Renegade's positioning, crucial. Has an immortality, so he is going to go ahead and be a threat. They can't just quickly get rid of him. Lord goes in for a little bit of a reset, not a full one. Still held here. And the half health, Renegade goes in.
They might go for the diversion back top. Edward goes in with the penalty zone onto Aaron Shiki, but Aaron Shiki managing to out-sustain it. Fabian gets the Lord. A kick. Demon Kai going in for Fabian for the kill, but Aaron Shiki picks up one as well as Doming trying to bring down 3. Here comes the Wind of Nature coming in from Aaron Shiki, popping Doming to mortality and gets caught up by 2 and a shutdown for Aaron Shiki.
Fabian gets the Lord. And now they're able to go ahead and march in. It's Aaron Shiki and Aran. Can they do it?
Lord sieging in Renegade. Demon Kite desperately trying to delay.
They're going to keep it together again. Immortality going to be popped, and Demon Kite trying to keep them at bay. He pops the beats, but it's not enough. As Team Liquid ID will make it happen. The lights of Aurora will dim on the M6 stage. Their brilliance unable to outshine the Cavalry.
The MPL Philippines runner-up failed to see the light at the end of the tunnel and will bow down to the champions of Indonesia, TLID.
A day full of sweeps here. Great effort, of course, from Aurora MLBB, but now the hopes of the Philippines, they lie within one team. Moving forward throughout the M6 World Championship. Again, fantastic performance here from Team Liquid ID, really playing together, and there's a reason why they are the champions of Indonesia. It's me, Naisu, and Ingan, we're gonna be ahead and throw it over. Take it away.
You okay?
I am.
It's okay. And Trex, for today, people that get interviewed had a good shot. They did good. They did good. And it's very heavy for me to say. But folks, ladies and gentlemen, M6 is a new era for MLBB. Like, story changes. For the first time in the knockout stage, there will not be 2 PH teams. I mean, PH can still win, but of course, it's just one representative here. TLID survives another day. It's okay, Trex can talk.
It's honestly, I mean, and I love the way you put it, though. You know, it is a new day for M6. It is game never over, and it shows that even if old champions don't return,